Hello, Alex. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
Hi, Rokas. So I'm 24 years old. I'm from Quebec, Canada. So I'm French Canadian. I joined Osler University about a year ago. And since then, I've built a marketing agency up to 40K a month. So right now we are doing pretty good. And we're actually working on growing our team and the marketing agency.
All right, 40K a month. Very
Yeah,
solid.
yeah,
What
exactly.
experience did you have with social media marketing before you joined Hustlers University?
So before joining Ulster University, I was working in a bank. So I was working 9 to 5, pretty standard. It was okay, but I mean, Ulster University pretty much changed my life. Since I joined, like I said, we've done up to 40K a month. It started pretty slow. So at first we were doing 1K a month, 2K a month, 3K a month. But I just listened to what Dylan Madden, the professor in the social media acquisition campus, was telling me, and it really helped me grow to something that is very interesting in terms of revenue.
Okay. So, did you do any kind of social media marketing before you joined, or was it purely, as you said, working at a bank and that's it?
I really started from zero. I had some experience with e-commerce, but really not with social media. So I really started from scratch. Just try and do some errors first. But with the help of Dylan, it went great. It took us maybe I'd say 6 months to get to 10K a month. So that's it.
I would love to hear though. So, since you began with zero knowledge about it, as much as you remember in chronological order, let's say month by month, or again, as much as you remember, when you began, what lessons helped you most? How did you end up landing clients? How did you end up scaling? Basically, the whole process from the top of your head.
I'd say that the thing that helped me most is to just get started. Just don't ask too many questions. Just get to it. And like Dylan said, just go and go and go and go outreach to as many people as you can. So that's what I did. I did door to door. I did cold calling. I did outreach on social media, and that's really what helped us and still actually works for us.
That's something you wouldn't expect for social media marketing to
Yeah.
go door to door sales. How did that actually help? Did those convert doing that, or was it mainly online that you found your leads?
We did a lot of door to door because we work with local businesses. It's something that, like you said, marketing agencies do not do that. So since they do not do that, we did it, and it's working. It's definitely working. Social media help us, so we get leads through social media. We do posts in Facebook groups, for example, and then after this, we go see people in real life and we close them right there at the moment. So we often get, like I said, leads from social media, and then we go close them in real.
Could you give an example of a pitch you do to close a client from door to door?
Yeah, sure. So we often come up with some kind of opportunity or some kind of like they have to take action now. So when we come up to the door, we talk with the client. We offer them something that ends right now. So if they don't decide right now to take action, they will lose. So for example, I come to a construction company. I will tell them that, hey, I look up your website, I look up your company online. There's this and that we could do to help you. This is what we offer. And if you decide to take action now, you're going to get some percentage off, or I'm going to work with you until you get your money back. So you have to offer some kind of incentive to get them going and choose to go with you.
Makes sense. Okay. And the next question that comes to mind is there's different forms of marketing for different clients. Let's say if you're working with an individual who's growing a personal brand, I'd imagine that would be a different kind of marketing to someone who's growing a business. Um, a like a what would you call it? Brick and mortar business. So how do you handle the discrepancies there?
Yeah. So our marketing agency, we are specialized in business that offers services. So we do not work so much with people trying to build a personal brand, but you're 100% right. It's very different. But I'd say that if you try to build a personal brand, you're going to be very more on social media, like we said. So you're going to post a lot of content online on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. Um, with business that offers services, we work more on website. We work with social media too, but I think that's very the big difference there. So you're going to be a lot more on social media with a personal brand than with business that offers services.
Interesting. So are you saying it's more copywriting related, what you do for the businesses? Did I understand correctly? Or
Yeah, some copywriting, yeah, definitely. But we also work more on what we call SEO, so search
ah,
engine optimization. So since we work with local businesses, that's the main part of our business. They need to be seen on a local map. So yeah, that's pretty much the difference between a personal brand and a business that
right.
offers services locally.
Thank you for clarifying. That makes
Yeah.
sense now. Was interesting myself. Interested. So for the claim that you gave of earning 40,000 a month, what proof would you have to show for skeptical listener, for a skeptical listener?
Uh, yeah, I got some proof of that. So we are working with CRM, and I got some screenshot that shows how much money we made in the last year. So since we joined the real world, so you can see just right there. So
124,000.
yeah, on this app, on this CRM, it says 124, but we pretty much made 150K since 1 year. So since we joined Osler University. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Again, super solid. Within 1 year, zero experience, now getting 40,000 a month. I don't know what kind of degree you could have taken, which would have got you to the same point in 1 month. Pretty sure impossible, right?
None. Absolutely none.
Right. Okay, and then how do you see the scaling for you then? Like, how do you take this further beyond 40,000 a month, or do you have other plans?
Yeah. So that's the complicated part. So right now we are working on scaling up. So we have to grow our team because when I first started, I was doing a lot of work by myself. So you're just trying to grind it off. But if you want to scale up to 100K a month, 150K, 200K, you definitely have to grow your team and get some job done by other people. So you only have 24 hours in a day. You cannot take more, you cannot do more. So that's where we are at right now. So we are finding salesmen, so salespeople that again goes door to door, and I'm trying to grow my personal brand to be seen on social media. So yeah.
Good. What kind of incentives do you give your employees then to make sure that they're as invested as you into the business?
Yeah, so what we did is that we were looking for really young people, so 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, so people that were really motivated to change their life and obviously do a lot of make a lot of money. So when salespeople do a sale, they often get like 15-20% commission on their sale, and also they have an opportunity to get up in the company. So where, when they progress in the company, when the more sale they do, the more they progress in the company.
Mhm,
So they can build their own sales team and get commission from their salespeople. So
mhm.
yeah.
Okay, very cool. Um, and let's go more into you personally. So, because we the whole time we were speaking about business, so I wonder about you as Alex. What was your average day like before you joined Hustlers University? Because you were saying you were working at a bank.
Yep.
So yeah, what did the average day look like then? How different is it now?
So yeah, it was pretty standard. So I just waking up around 7 a.m. Take my car, go to work, go to the bank. I get out at 5. Maybe do some training and then sleep. That's it. So pretty standard life. Since I joined the real world and I'm now working full time on my agency, I can pretty much wake up when I want, so I can organize my day like I want. And the better part of it is that I can work from anywhere in the world. So we just got back from a 2 week trip and from Spain. So yeah, that's cool. You can work from anywhere, so you don't have to stay at one place, and you can earn money whenever you want, wherever you want. So that's the best part of it.
Mhm. Very cool. And at what point did you decide to actually quit your job at the bank? Because I'd imagine that was a fairly stable job, right?
Yeah, really. So we joined the real world April 2023, and I quit my job in July 2023. So it took around 3 to 4 months before we saw that it was an interesting revenue. So I decided to quit my job, and it's really at this moment that I saw the most result come in. So now I was putting 40, 50, 60 hours a week in our business, and that's really when it took off, and we reached 10K a month very shortly after that.
Okay, very cool. And you say we. So who is this other person you keep saying we about?
Yeah, so how it began, it's that at first, my wife was talking about Osler University. um, I didn't really believe it at first. So it took me some months before I decided to join Ulster University. Uh, but she was keeping telling me, "Oh, you should join this. You should look at that." So finally, I did it, and it was a great decision. Let's say it was
Really?
a very good decision. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's very unexpected that you
yeah,
actually heard from your wife about Hustle
yeah.
University. Were you not following Tate at all then? Was it her who was listening to the videos on
I
YouTube?
was following him, but I was not that much active on social media. So she was much more on Instagram than I was. So she was seeing the reels all the time, and she was talking about him all the time. So that's what got me into Ulster University.
So yeah, super cool that you found out about it that way, and then you ended up joining, and look where you are now because of it.
Exactly.
Very nice. Um, okay, but you're 24 and you say married, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Usually people delay it way more, so I'm sure that's awesome. And again, as you said, because of your wife that you joined, so I'm sure you two make a very good team. Even though I know nothing about her, just from what I can extrapolate, I imagine it's yeah, all positive. All right, then what plans do you have for short term, medium term, long term? What goals?
So eventually, our goal is to make 50K. So on a monthly basis, so month after month. So like I said, up to now, we reach up to 40K a month. So the goal is to do 50K a month every month for at least a year. And after that, we'd like to do a million in a year. So that's pretty
Mhm.
much what I think it's 80K a month, around that. So that's kind of where we are at, and that's where we are trying to grow our team so we can go, get up to that.
All right. That makes sense. And what plans did you have before you joined Hudson University with where your life was heading? How different were the plans back then?
Yeah. Um, I didn't have that much plan, to be honest, at first, before joining Ulster University. So I can say that Ulster University definitely gave me a purpose. So it helped me to know what I want in life, what I want to get from it. So yeah, so since then I have some. goals. I have some objective that are very clear now. It's way better than before.
Hmm. That's beautiful to hear. And I guess that's most of my questions then. So we can wrap up with a final one being for people who are unsure about joining Hustlers University because they're thinking they'll get scammed for the $50. With the experience you've had, what advice would you give to them?
Just join. do not do not ask yourself too much questions. So, like I said, what made my success is that I just got into it. So, yeah, it took me a few months. Like a lot of people that are going to watch this video, it took me a few months before joining in. But definitely, you should join. It's $50 a month. I mean, what is the risk? It's $50 a month, so just join, try it. If you truly want to succeed, if you really want to put in the efforts, you're gonna make it. That's it. You're gonna
Mhm.
make it. Inside Ulster University, you have access to a community of people who already succeeded, so they're gonna help you succeed too. So yeah, that's it.
Very well said. And for people who want to find out more about you or contact you, where could they do so?
Yes. They can contact me on Instagram. So it's at Alex C. Guru.
Mhm. I'll add it to the description of the video so anyone who's interested can check that. And yeah, Alex, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story. Again, going from no experience with social media marketing to 40,000 a month within a 1 year time span. I don't know where else you get those kind of returns. As you can see yourself, you're planning on scaling it to 1 million a year. That would be really cool once you hit that. And completely possible as well. Like there's no limit really to it. You just outsource more, hire more people, and continue scaling. So yeah, super cool. Thank you for coming on. Look forward to potentially doing a follow up if you'll be interested in 3, 4 months or whenever you'll want to do it, just to give a progress update and hold you accountable to the plans that you said you have set for yourself. I think that would be cool to do. But I wish you all the best. Until next time.
Thank you, Rokas.